When you stop eating sugar, your body does not just go through a simple dietary change. It begins a deep and complex transformation that affects nearly every system in your body. Because sugar is not just a source of calories, it is something your brain and body have become used to on a daily basis, often without you even realizing it. Most people consume sugar in large amounts not only from obvious sources like sweets, desserts, and soft drinks, but also from hidden sugars in processed foods, sauces, bread, and even products that are marketed as healthy. So when you suddenly remove sugar from your diet, your system reacts almost immediately. At first, you may experience strong cravings, irritability, mood swings, headaches, and even a noticeable drop in energy because your body has been relying on quick spikes of glucose to function, and now that source is suddenly gone. Your brain, which depends on glucose as a primary fuel, starts sending signals, pushing you to bring that sugar back. And this is why many people feel like they are going through a withdrawal phase, because sugar triggers dopamine release in the brain, similar to addictive behaviors. So when you stop consuming it, your brain temporarily struggles to maintain that same level of stimulation and reward, and this creates a feeling of discomfort that can be difficult to handle, especially in the first few days. You might find yourself thinking about sugary foods more often, feeling tempted to break your decision, and questioning whether it is worth continuing. But if you manage to push through this initial phase, something important begins to happen. Your body starts adapting to a more stable and balanced way of producing energy. Instead of depending on sudden spikes and crashes, your blood sugar levels begin to stabilize, which leads to more consistent energy throughout the day. You no longer experience those sharp highs, followed by sudden drops that make you feel tired, unfocused, or irritable. Your hunger signals also begin to change, because sugar often disrupts natural hunger hormones, causing you to eat more than your body actually needs. But without it, your appetite becomes more regulated, and you may find yourself feeling satisfied with less food. At the same time, your taste buds start to adjust, because they have been exposed to high levels of sweetness for so long. Foods that once seemed normal may now taste overly sweet, while natural foods like fruits, vegetables, and even simple meals begin to taste richer and more enjoyable. This recalibration of taste is a powerful shift because it changes how you experience food, making healthier choices feel more natural rather than forced. Your digestion may also start to improve because high sugar intake can negatively affect the balance of bacteria in your gut, leading to issues like bloating, discomfort, or irregular digestion. But when you reduce sugar, your gut environment begins to recover, supporting better digestion and nutrient absorption. And even though these changes may feel subtle at first, they are laying the foundation for deeper transformations that will continue to build over time as your body gradually returns to a more natural and balanced state. As you continue to avoid sugar for a longer period, your body begins to operate in a more efficient and stable way, and the benefits become more noticeable in your daily life. One of the biggest changes happens in your energy levels, because instead of relying on quick bursts of glucose, your body starts using more sustainable energy sources, such as stored fat, which leads to a steady and consistent flow of energy throughout the day. You may notice that you no longer experience sudden crashes in the afternoon or feel the need to constantly snack to maintain your energy. Your focus and concentration also improve, because your brain is no longer dealing with constant fluctuations in blood sugar levels. This stability allows you to think more clearly, stay on task for longer periods, and feel less mentally fatigued. Your mood becomes more balanced as well, because sugar highs and crashes are closely linked to emotional ups and downs. When those fluctuations are removed, your emotional state becomes more stable. You may feel calmer, less reactive, and more in control of your responses to everyday situations. Your sleep quality also improves in a noticeable way, because consuming sugar, especially later in the day, can interfere with your body's natural ability to wind down and rest. But when you eliminate sugar, your body can regulate its internal rhythms more effectively, making it easier to fall asleep faster and experience deeper, more restorative sleep. And when you wake up, you feel more refreshed, more alert, and more ready to start your day. This improved sleep further enhances your energy, mood, and cognitive performance, creating a positive cycle that reinforces itself over time. Another significant change occurs in your body composition, because reducing sugar intake often leads to a natural reduction in overall calorie consumption and improves insulin sensitivity, which helps your body regulate blood sugar more effectively and manage fat storage in a healthier way. You may begin to notice gradual weight loss, especially if sugar was a major part of your diet. But beyond weight, your overall health improves because lower sugar intake reduces inflammation in the body, which is linked to many chronic conditions. Your skin may start to look clearer and healthier because excess sugar can contribute to breakouts, dullness, and premature aging. And as inflammation decreases, your body functions more smoothly. Your immune system may also become stronger because high sugar intake has been associated with a weakened immune response. But when you reduce sugar, your body becomes more capable of defending itself against illness and maintaining internal balance. And as these physical improvements continue, you may also begin to notice a sense of mental clarity and sharpness, because your brain is no longer experiencing constant energy spikes and crashes, allowing it to function in a more stable and efficient way, which supports better decision-making, problem-solving, and overall cognitive performance. And as you maintain a low-sugar or no-sugar lifestyle over a longer period, the deeper and more long-lasting benefits begin to appear, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Your relationship with food starts to change in a fundamental way, because you are no longer driven by cravings or the need for quick satisfaction. Instead, you begin to make more intentional choices based on what your body actually needs and how different foods make you feel. This shift gives you a sense of control that many people struggle to achieve when their diet is heavily influenced by sugar and processed foods. Your discipline becomes stronger because you have already gone through the challenging early phase of withdrawal and learned how to manage cravings. And this ability to resist short-term urges can extend into other areas of your life, making it easier to stay consistent with goals and habits. Your awareness of your body increases because you are paying closer attention to how food affects your energy, mood, and overall well-being, rather than eating automatically out of habit or convenience. Your lifestyle may gradually improve because better nutrition often leads to better daily routines, more consistent energy, and a stronger motivation to take care of yourself physically and mentally. At the same time, your long-term health risks may decrease because reducing sugar intake is strongly linked to a lower risk of developing conditions such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and other metabolic disorders. Even though these changes are not always immediately visible, they play a crucial role in protecting your health over the years. One of the most powerful effects of cutting out sugar is the sense of mental clarity and stability that comes from no longer being controlled by constant cravings. You are able to think more clearly, make decisions more calmly, and stay focused on what truly matters without being interrupted by sudden urges for something sweet. And this creates a stronger connection between your intentions and your actions, allowing you to live in a more controlled and deliberate way. You may also notice that your confidence improves because you have proven to yourself that you can break a difficult habit and maintain a healthier lifestyle, and this builds a sense of self-trust that carries over into other parts of your life. And even if you eventually decide to reintroduce small amounts of sugar, your perspective on it will be completely different. You will no longer see it as a daily necessity, but as an occasional choice that you can control. And this awareness is what truly changes your lifestyle. Because instead of being influenced by hidden sugars and constant cravings, you become fully responsible for what you consume and how it affects your body and mind. And this shift not only improves your health, but also changes the way you approach discipline, habits, and long-term growth, allowing you to live in a way that is more intentional, more balanced, and more aligned with your goals.